Hey, this is BlindFox and welcome at my MRE review. Please subscribe to the channel and please go and donate on patreon.com. This is the second part of the SERAC 24-hour MRE Pack 1 review. That includes lunch and dinner. So let's get started. This is a civilian MRE. Welcome at lunch. We are going to have the savory mince. This is the ingredients of all the 200 gram meals, and you will get it on my Facebook and my Twitter page. This is quite a saucy dish. You can feel it moving around here. This is still within its expiry date, although the pack is almost expired. This is the pop, 150 grams. We're also gonna, this is also on my Facebook and my Twitter page. And there's the pop in its little green sleeve, like all the other SERAC meals, with the preparation instructions at the back. You're going to have the caramel maize bar. These sometimes taste a bit funny. We're going to have the pineapple isotonic drink. This looks and smells like jelly or jello powder, just like pineapple jelly, jello powder. Smells exactly the same. Looks exactly the same. So I'm going to mix everything and I will be back with the meal. While we wait for the stuff to get hot, this is the caramel maize bar. I added more water to this, the pineapple drink, than I did for breakfast, just to see how it will taste when it's not as strong. So let's start with the maize bar. It's 55 grams. I hold it in my hand just to heat it up a bit to see what it will do when it's a bit hotter than it is today. You can see that it is quite nice and flexible. The chocolate is starting to want to melt. It's quite soft. It's not melting yet. As you can see the crumbliness in there, that's the maize stuff. It smells caramelly. The structure is a lot like the protein bar, but it leaves a maizy residue on your tongue. This leaves a maizy residue on your tongue. You get the caramel taste. It does taste a bit weird because it leaves that residue. And you get that slight maize flavor as well. Frankly, I like the power bars more than the energy bars more than I like these maize bars. All of them leave that residue. At least it doesn't leave a funny aftertaste, like the banana one I tasted of this. This is quite sweet. Also, unlike the chocolate power bar that isn't sweet, but this one is quite sweet, the caramel thing. So let's check out this, the pineapple drink. Instead of 500 ml, I added 750. You still get that artificial pineapple taste, a bit of the sourness. I must say this tastes much better just as a flavoring for water than as actually a cool drink, because it just gives a nice light pineapple flavor to the water. It's not as sweet now as when you use the required measurements. It's sort of just now a nice slight pineapple-y flavor to the water, which is sometimes all you need. There's a little bit of tartness to this since it's pineapple, a little bit of sourness, so it also will help with your thirst. Now let's just wait for the food to heat up and I will see you then. Let's start with the pop. Again, when you put this stuff in hot water, do make sure that your stove plate is switched on, or the stove is actually switched on at the wall. Stoves doesn't work, especially if they are powered and they are not, or electric and they are not switched on. Now, unlike a lot of this stuff, this one feels not very sheety at the moment. It's still sheety, but not as much as the other ones I had. So I don't know if there's less than it should be in there, but or it's just all going to lie on the bottom. Okay, this is the pop. You can see it's still in a sheet form like all the rice or most of the starch products. it sort of stays in a sheet form. It's quite hot. Pap is basically made of fine maize meal. It's not eaten for breakfast, that you will call porridge. Pap is the Afrikaans word for both of them, but in English, pap refers to the stiff maize meal porridge you eat with lunch and dinner, normally with a saucy dish, as we are going to do. Now this is very flavorless. It's got a maize taste. You get the crumbliness of the meal. It's not as smooth as porridge. This has got a savory smell, tomatoey. Not sure what other spice I smell here, always is differ. Definitely savory. You can see the sauciness of this dish. The good things about these envelopes is to give you a good place to stash your used bags. Now you can see the extraordinary sauciness of this. This is normally used with a starch. See, there's some potato in there, there's some other vegetables, lots of sauce, mincemeat. This has got a tomatoey savory type sauce. I'm not going to mix the two, I don't like them mixed. And I'm going to taste the pap with the mincemeat though. The pap's flavor sort of disappears normally in the mincemeat. You get a slight little hint of maize taste. But the pap's flavor disappears into the mincemeat. The pap also dissolves quite a lot. It doesn't really alter the taste of the savory mince a lot. So that was lunch. This is not bad if you like pap. This is a very nice dish. Since the pap sort of extends the meat dish, and the meat dish flavors the pap. As it should be. Most pap is sometimes stiffer than this, and the sauce or the meat just gives the flavor to the pap. So that was lunch. It's a nice little small lunch, and see you at dinner. Welcome at dinner. We're going to have the 300 gram Briayni. Briayni is an Indian dish. It is a rice dish. It contains rice, vegetables, may contain meat and some Indian spices. This is normally not a curry dish, but let's see what this one tastes like. This is the ingredients for it. I'm not going to read it. You can get it on my Facebook and my Twitter page. I just squash this to make the chicken pieces loosen them up, or make them a bit flatter, and just break them up a bit because they can be quite dry. They're quite nice big pieces of real chicken normally. So we've got chicken biryani. We're not going to use the sugar nor the coffee creamer nor the tomato sauce or ketchup. We are going to do the tea. This is just tea. They don't say what kind. And this is the cutlery set we had for all of the rest of the meals, and there's salt and pepper if we need it. We don't always need salt with this. So I'll go and heat this up and I'll be back. So this is heated up. This is quite a compact thing. Quite dense. I made the tea. It's black tea. For some reason they don't have rooibos, it seems, in these civilian packs anymore. I think I had rooibos the last time when I did it, some of these packs, but not this time. Which is truly a shame. Now this just have a spicy flavor. It's no cumin I smell. You can see, unlike the other dishes, this is very this isn't a very saucy one. Here is the rice dish. You can see it's a quite compact dish. And it wants to fog up. There we'll see, there's the rice, there's some chicken. I sort of squashed the chicken just to get them a bit more. If there's any liquid in this, did it just go into the chicken, because these chicken pieces are quite dry. I just see rice and chicken at the moment. I don't see any blatant vegetables about. The last time I did the biryani there was some vegetables. Here's some more. This does have a slight burn. Last one I didn't really. I don't know if they are different batches, but I don't remember the expiration date on the other one. The spice blends seem to differ a bit, but it's weird to say what spices is in here. bit burny. There was last time somewhat of a cinnamony taste, but I think that's some other Indian spice one. This one I'm not sure. It tastes, I don't know. I'm not sure what spices is in there. It's slightly spicy, slightly burnt. I'm not sure what other vegetables are there, but there's definitely some peas. It's not, the chicken is a bit dry because it's breast pieces. The rice is nice and saucy. It might be a bit too soft, but it's fine. But it's I don't know what to say, what the taste of this is. It's not bad. It's just, it's an interesting taste. So I'm not sure what taste, but it's a nice taste. I'm not sure if that's the Indian blend or the spices differ what they put in every time. But this one tastes a bit different than the previous one. The other one was a more a cinnamony taste type thing. This one is more a burnt type thing. So I think this biryani depends on what they put into it. But it's not supposed to be a curry. I'm not sure what is in here, but it's got a really, really interesting taste. I'm not sure how to describe this. It's just spicy. It is quite flavorful though. It's like a flavorful, spicy taste. It's not a bad dish. Let's check out the black tea. This is just some other mysterious normal black tea type. They don't say what types they use. So that was my dinner. This is not a large dinner, it's quite a small one. But the food is nice. Well, the food is quite a lot. It's like 300 grams of it. So, yeah, it was nice dinner. As I said, this biryani tastes interesting. It's not bad. It's just, I'm not sure how to describe this. And the tea is just normal black tea. So thanks for watching dinner with me. And that brings us to the end of the second part of the SERAC 24-hour MRE pack 1. Overall, this has been an interesting menu. The SERAC biscuits was boring as always, since you just get SERAC biscuits with every SERAC meal. The porridge was disappointing as always, but the rest of the food was quite nice. And the maize bar was quite interesting. So thanks for watching. Please go and donate on patreon.com. Please subscribe to the channel and see you at my next ration review.